it is called frequency, I said. So imagine if one body is there, or just what is that here? Here one rubber band I connected. So simply I plugged that rubber band, so it will produce some vibrations. I said the number of vibrations is 20 vibration. So 20 vibration is produced. So 20 vibration is produced in 1 second. Okay, I noticed that 20 vibration can produced in 1 second. That means what is that frequency? So what is the frequency? 20 times it will be vibrating in 1 second. So the frequency is nothing but, so number of vibrations or number of oscillation producing in 1 second. So 20 vibration producing in 1 second means that is called, what is that? 20 hertz. Okay, so frequency will be 20 hertz. Okay, and next one is sound properties. Time period. Okay, what is that time period? Okay, time period is nothing but for one oscillation how much time it takes. So one oscillation means what, sir? For example, if you consider a simple pendulum, okay, so here if you displaced at the maximum level and then if you leave it, means it will go at somewhat, so it will go here and it will come back, right? So it will go here, it will come back. For that, how much time is taken, that is called time period. Okay, that frequency and time period, so the relation between frequency and time period equal to frequency equal to 1 by t. So remember that frequency is equal to 1 by t. So capital T represent time period, small f represent frequency. Okay, anyway, so now coming to that amplitude. Okay, so amplitude. Okay, so imagine, okay, so if a line is there, okay, one line is there, that line is roaring. Okay, the line is roaring, and here some other bird is there. Okay, the bird is making some kind of sound, but the line is roaring. So can you say which one is pleasant to you or which one is not pleasant to you? So the bird is producing what's called less frequency, but but the loudness level will be very less. When coming to that lion, so what happened to the lion? So the frequency, even though it will be very less, but the loudness, the amplitude will be very high. So amplitude is nothing but, see here, so amplitude is nothing but the maximum displacement of that object. Okay, maximum displacement of that object, that is called amplitude. So maximum displacement producing by the object is called amplitude. For example, they gave in your book one activity. You have take one tumbler and then one small metallic rim. So initially you have to take one small metallic rim. So by that you have to hit each other. That means strike at each other. It will producing some kind of sound. Okay. So notice that loudness level. Okay. The sound enriched level. Okay. Now you have to take one thermocol. Piece of thermocol and cover with it. Okay, so piece of thermocol or any small rubber or whatever it is. Now strike it on that tumbler, metallic tumbler. What will happen? It will produce the same kind of sound? No, the sound level will be very less, and the vibration caused by this thermocol, it will be very less. Okay, so the maximum displacement can produce the amplitude. So if you draw the graph, okay, if you draw the graph means, so what will happen, see here, the maximum displacement. Okay, so this is called maximum, see, from that mean position, this is called mean position, this x-axis mean position. So from that one, what is your maximum displacement? So what is your maximum displacement? So this is called amplitude. Okay, so the maximum displacement caused by the body, that is called amplitude. For example, lion and all, it will produce more amplitude. So more amplitude means more loudness. That means more what's called not pleasant voice. It will be producing some kind of noise like. Okay, so always remember that. So loudness directly, loudness directly proportional to amplitude square. Okay, so amplitude square or square of that amplitude. If the amplitude is 2 times means loudness is 4 times will come. If the amplitude is 3 times means the loudness will be 9 times will come. So loudness directly proportional to amplitude. Okay, if I am making more sound means, for example, if I am speaking more, that means I can produce more sound, more vibration, so that more amplitude is possible, so more particle gets displaced. Okay, so that means more disturbance can be occur. So this is called the sound characteristics. Okay, so the loudness directly proportional to square of amplitude. Okay, so the next one, what is mean by frequency? That we have seen, an amplitude we have seen, and what is the mean by pitch? Okay, what is mean by pitch of the sound? The pitch of the sound. Okay, so pitch of the sound means, for example, same example we will take. For example, you can take that, consider the child voice, a newborn baby child voice, compared to that adult person. So the child voice will be very shrillness, like a shrillness will be there. That means what's called their frequency level will be very high. Okay, so otherwise in any other example means think about whistle, right? Whistle is very good example. Okay, so in that whistle, so if you blow it here, okay, if you blow it here, so that through that small passage, through that small gap, so the sound, the vibration particles are, so through that small gap it can try to escape. That means it can produce more number of vibration in that less time interval. Okay, for example, I will say, I'll explain that pitch is nothing but, see here, for example, if you consider that voice of the child, so the gap between that one wave to another wave will be very less. Okay, so this kind of, okay, this is called higher frequency. Okay, this is called higher frequency. So higher frequency, I'm not saying this one. So if you consider this wave, the gap will be very less, very small. So this means it can produce higher frequency. But when you are considering any some other person, that means adult persons, that frequency level will be very less. So how, sir, we can compare the frequency? See here, just look at this graph. Okay, so the distance between that one wave to another wave will be very high. So this kind of pattern occurs, mean this is called a low frequency, that means a low pitch. So low pitch voice can be, the distance between the two wave will be very less, but in the high pitch voice the distance will be very less. Okay, but in that see here, this is called high pitch voice. Okay, high pitch, for example, any birds and all creating lot of sound, no, high pitch voice, like shrilling sound. If you compare that men voice and women voice, that women, that means a girl's voice and all, it will be higher pitch, but boy's voice, it is not that higher pitch, but it will produce more amplitude, that means more loudness is there. Okay, so higher pitch voice, the distance between the two waves will be very less. Low pitch voice, the distance will be very high. Okay, the distance is comparatively very high. Okay, so this is called pitch. Okay, so I will explain again. So what are the things we have discussed? So first one, what is that frequency? So frequency means what? And the second one, time period. Okay, and what is the relation between that frequency and time period? And then what things, amplitude. Okay, amplitude, and what is that amplitude after shrillness or pitch. Okay, shrillness or pitch. Okay, Okay. Okay, what is that? These are the some characteristic properties of sound. Okay, anyway, and one more thing is, what is the limitation of sound that human can audible? Okay, so the limitation is actually 20 hertz, 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz, 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz we can hear. Okay, the human can hear the frequency range will be 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So that means below 20 hertz we cannot hear us there. Yes, we cannot hear. That means above 20,000 hertz means we cannot hear us there. We cannot hear. For that we have to use some special equipments. But even the dog and all, it can hear that 20,000 hertz frequency more. So that kind of frequency can be heard by the dog. Okay, so the below 20 hertz frequency is called infrasonic. Okay, infrasonic. Okay, the above 20,000 is called ultrasonic. So ultrasonic frequency. Okay, so where are they are using that ultrasonic means if you are going to find the depth of the sea, so they are passing that ultrasonic waves. And even in the surgery, some surgeries also the ultrasonic waves, and even that scan also, ultrasonic scan also, we can see. Okay, so through that we can see that internal organs defects. Okay, so this is the limitation of that one. And how much loudness can be heard by the human. So actually, so normally from 8 up to 80 decibel we can hear the loudness, but as per the book, or as per the theory, 120 decibel or up to 120 decibel we can hear. But anyway, from 80 decibel itself the noise will be producing. Okay, 80 decibel will be the noise will be producing. So what has been made the noise is nothing but that unpleasant sound. So if you hear that sound means you cannot feel like a pleasant. It's called unpleasant sound, which is called as noise. Okay, so there will be some range for that what's called sound level. Okay, this is called that loudness level. So the loudness level can be measured in terms of decibel. Okay, the loudness level can be measured in terms of decibel, but in the frequency level can be measured in terms of hertz. Okay, frequency unit is hertz, loudness level is decibel. Loudness directly relate with that amplitude, frequency it will be relating with the successive wave distance. Okay, so these are the things present in your book. And noise pollution. So noise pollution, how it will be happen? So noise pollution, so like what's called land pollution, air pollution, or whatever it is. So if there is the more loudness will be there, or more frequency will be there, if the frequency is unpleasant to hear, or if the loudness is unpleasant to hear, so that time we call it as the noise pollution. So how can we reduce the noise pollution means, so we have to use that noise suppression machine even in the aircraft while it is landing or while it is takeoff. That time the engine sound will be very high, even the helicopter also. So that time we can use that noise suppression machine even in that what is that engine of that aircraft, they are using this machine, a noise suppression machine. So it will reduce somewhat some noise. Okay, and even the theaters and any other what's called in the traffic also, it will produce a lot of noise. So how to reduce the noise means simply we have to plant more trees, and we should not use any like what's called tapered end horns. Even the village and all, they are using this kind of musical instruments, no, that what's called this kind of musical instruments they are using musical instruments, not this kind of output device. So through that it will pass that, and it will produce large number of sound, that means very noisy sound. So we have to avoid that kind of instruments. We should not take that. Okay, so we have to avoid that. And any other in that, even in that bus and all horn, they are using this kind of horn, right? Small spongy like is there, this kind of horn is there. If you press it means it will produce a lot of noise. Okay, so that is why this kind of horn will be prohibited in the bus. Okay, so noise pollution happen means what, sir, will happen? What are the things, sir? Any effect will be there? So we can feel that stress. Okay, so we can feel the stress, and any health care was what health defect, any health, sorry, health care, not health defects. Health defects is possible. Sometimes it may lead to what's called hearing impairment. Okay, hearing impairment. Okay, and anxiety, whatever. Okay, so a lot of reason is there, but particularly stress we cannot what's called, we cannot concentrate that, so we will feel some kind of defects. Okay, students. Okay, the next thing is actually so for example, some persons and all they cannot hear, so it's a defect on based on their birth itself. Some students, what's called students, not some persons and all, they cannot speak, they cannot hear. So there is some relation is there, no? So if some persons and all they can't able to hear, that means hearing impairment is there, means automatically it leads to speechless also, they cannot speak. Okay, so for that persons and all we have to put different education, what's called, we have to put any other input device. Okay, and some kind of small machines also we can insert. So these are the things are there. Mainly we have to what's called the air drum will not be any defect inside that ear. There is air drum is there through that canal structure, and that air drum should be vibrating continuously and properly. Okay, so this is that end of this lesson, students. I hope you all understand. I think this lesson gets over. So anyway, you have to read the text, because in this lesson fully activity based. So once if you read that all the activity, you can understand the better idea. Okay, so thank you, students. So I hope you all understand. So we will see in that next class. Okay, so until bye.
Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you are all fine. So, in our last class, we have seen that sound lesson. Am I right? Have you understand that sound concept? Okay. Anyway, in the last class, we have seen some basic terms only, right? So, today's class, we are going to see that some more characteristic properties of sound. Okay. So, until you have to wait, please don't make a sound. Okay.